All right, now here's what most people don't realize. Even low levels of heavy metals can still interfere with normal cellular functioning over time. Remember, there's no safe heavy metal levels in the body. This is where it gets fascinating. Heavy metals and environmental chemicals can actually masquerade as things that your body needs. So in other words, your body gets tricked without even realizing it. For example, heavy metals can compete with minerals and certain environmental chemicals, often called pseudo-estrogens, xenoestrogens, or endocrine disruptors. These compounds can bind to hormone receptors and trigger signals that the body never intended. In other words, the body can essentially get tricked. And by the way, many of these pseudoestrogens are also being studied as we are now calling obesogens. But that's a whole nother video. Unfortunately, these compounds are extremely common in modern life. Plastic and food packaging, pesticides, fragrances, think perfumes, air fresheners, and laundry detergents, personal care products, and industrial chemicals. Researchers have been studying how these compounds can interfere with hormone signaling and contribute to issues involving fertility, metabolism, hormone balance, obesity, and overall health over time. Now, this is one of the reasons that I think reducing our overall toxic burden matters so much. And over time, that can show up as brain fog, inflammation, low energy, and hormone issues. That feeling that your body just isn't firing on all cylinders. Now, here's the mechanism that makes this especially important to understand. Toxic compounds can bind to receptor sites and interfere with these biological processes that we're never supposed to interact with. For example, lead can replace calcium. Cadmium can replace zinc. Aluminum can interfere with magnesium. This is one of the reasons why mineral deficiencies can become such a problem. The body begins to interact with these toxic substances instead of the real building blocks that it actually needs. Now, over time, this can affect energy production, detoxification, connective tissue, neurological function, our hormonal function, and our overall resilience. So the opposite is true. When you deeply replenish minerals, you help your body to displace and dislodge these heavy metals from the tissues more intelligently. Heavy metals trick the body into letting them in, and then we help escort them out strategically. That full sequence is exactly what I teach inside my Serious Cleanse 30-day challenge. If you want a starting point, I'll link the hair test that I recommend with the discount in the description below. And if you want the full step-by-step framework, I'll also put a link to my Serious Cleanse 30-day challenge below. Thank you for your time and attention. If this was valuable to you, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for your time. Aloha.